Testing. Welcome to episode 472 of Beauty Magazine. The Sims 4 story of a once thriving, now struggling fashion magazine, along with other stories of the beauty magazine world. As of yesterday's episode, I started working on a project, and we're going to continue with that tonight, since that's what we're doing. Right, there's the playlist link. There we go. All right. So, as you can see in the thumbnail, in the little corner there, I'm doing a new fashion photo project. What that means is I'm intending to go through Create a Sim and take pictures of hopefully all the different swatches for the clothes, at least for the ladies' clothing. Starting with the base game outfits. I had a little bit of a snafu yesterday with the shoes, causing my game to glitch out, and I now have issues with this shoe being included in my game. But you know, that if you're interested in about that, I'll either explain it later or whatever. We're doing something else right now. Let's get in here to the screenshots. Let's get down here near where we'll be getting them from. Right, so we left off around here yesterday. So they should be appearing in this area. Yeah, they should start right around here because you know, as we take them. So let's go ahead and resume this game, but I think I'd like to switch who's doing this now that I've got a little bit of a rhythm going and whatnot. Because currently I've got Kit Royale doing this, but I'd like to have Jocelyn do this project. But we'll worry about that later. Alright. So basically, I'm lining up to 5 mannequins per one shot, one photo. And we left off, we did these yesterday. This is the next dress that we're going to be doing. So let's just get to it. because I'm a little short on time tonight. Now this is the base game next one, right? I believe that's the next one that we were going to do. In this, yeah. Because I'm skipping this one because it was not showing up as the first dress when we first started this yesterday. I might come back to it, but... yeah, we'll stick with that one. Now, I apologize, but in order to not have the glitch, I gotta do this back and forth. Because otherwise the shoes don't stay on. Alright, I'm going to turn the music off, though, if I can. Because I don't know what... Alright, well, we know this is the dress we're doing, so let's just go ahead and use it. So I guess there's no way to turn that music off. Let's find out. Damn it. I don't, well, I guess all I can do is turn down the volume on that for now. I apologize, that's gonna be annoying. I can't, you know. It's just gonna be what it is. But, yeah, basically, I just, because I'm kind of stuck right now with, I can't just move on to another episode. I mean, another issue, because we're still working on the June wedding issue and just kind of starting the July issue. My only other option is to pretend we're doing photo shoots for either another magazine or pretend these are from past issues. I want to do these. You know, I want to do something. I want to, you know, I mean, part of this series is, you know, doing things related to fashion photos. And, you know, we've kind of gotten away from that too much with some of the stories I've been doing and gameplay I've been doing. Just, you know. I want to do this stuff. I really enjoyed it when I was working on the April issue last year, and then working on doing this stuff for the March issue retroactively. And our story takes place in the year 2008. At that time, Beauty Magazine is 10 years old, having started in 1998. March of 1998. So, yeah, we'll do that. And then get some shoes, some heels. It's not perfect, but it's what we've got. And then we'll get the photo. Because that's what we do. So anyway, this is Kit Royale. She's the designer that way back when I was coming up with my designers, I came up with the idea that she's named Royale after the cookie tin, Royal Dansk, because of the joke that a lot of people use these as sewing kits, or, you know, they put nuts and bolts or, you know, junk in them. Could be, you know, but it's like, hey, sewing kits are on sale. So I named her Kit Royale. Of course, it would, you know, you could also, if you built this, you could make somebody that makes cookies out of here. I could do both. I could do, you know, somebody doing the sewing and then somebody also making cookies. Alright, I want to get rid of this mannequin up here, though, because I don't want any extras. Let's see, and then we get this lined up the best we can. And then we line this up with that foot as much as possible. And then we move the mouse off of the picture and we get the picture. Now I'm going to have to come to a decision on what background I'm going to use, because if I take forever with getting pictures of all four backgrounds on all these things, or other ones too, you know, it's like, it's going to take too long, because you know, there's other backgrounds we can use too. You know, it's like, I don't want this kind of stuff. I mean, although you would see stuff like this in a fashion magazine occasionally, like weird backgrounds and stuff. Or something like this would be like around the picture, or... you know, just, I don't know, maybe I'll play with it, but just certain, it's like I want to use certain ones for certain outfits, maybe, that to have them be distinguished, so it doesn't look too boring. You know, to have them all on the same background. It's just a matter of which ones do I want. I could just as easily take this picture and not have to worry about the other thing. Because at least if I do that, I got this lined up with it. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of cool. You want to just give it a try, Robert? This one's now wearing a different shoe. Is that because you put the next shoe on her? Did we skip ahead to another shoe? Maybe we did. Yeah, okay. So let's... Alright. Ah, let's see what's going on here. Alright, so... For that one... I don't want these. That's not the one we're supposed to have. It's supposed to be these. Yeah, that's fine. And then... Yeah, let's go ahead and give that one this time. Now, hopefully this doesn't put the wrong shoes on the wrong mannequins. Because that's what I was having problems with yesterday. Okay, they're all wearing... So we just gotta... give you that one. Yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that, and just we'll use this background for these, just to change things up. Because I kind of like this right now. This is cool. This is a cool background. Yeah, I don't think I've been using this one at all before, so... So, right there? Yeah. Okay, get the mouse off the picture. Okay, we got some buffering going on over there. So I have had some issues with YouTube or whatever, you know, buffering my streams and all that, and there's like nothing I can do about it. My main concern when it comes to that is, does this say that I'm disconnected and reconnecting and all that? Because that's the important part. We did get some different internet here 2 days ago, and it works. But then again, you know, if it disconnects, it does. And the only thing I can say is I posted this. I'm gonna post this anyway because I have had some computer crashes. So this applies that for whatever reason, if my stream disconnects and ends, and I didn't say I was ending the stream. If you didn't hear me say bye or something to that effect, then be on the lookout for me to either comment in the comments of this video, or or look to see if I've got another video started as soon as the situation lets me. Oh, we have to hug first.
So. Bon and Gravi?
Arvini.
Alright, so now let's get back in here. We'll try again to do the replacing current outfits thing. So let's do that. Let's do this. Actually, let's do, because I want them to go in order here. Well, that's simple enough. We'll put some pink ones on. Or, I'm assuming that's pink ones. Just go with whatever pink they have, okay? We're not gonna... Let's not... It's a little bit less about coordinating the colors and more about showing what the game has. So, it's kind of both. So let's just. The quicker I stop making rules about everything, the better. That's more of a green color. Alright.
Sit down.
So unfortunately, that's like a lot of orange and stuff on this background now, but we'll use the other background then. We'll just use the other one. We'll use the pinky one, maybe. I don't know. Just don't be such a poop head when it comes to this, you know? Let's just get her done. I don't like that as much. I don't like that as much. Let's go back to the other one. So that's the thing, there's so much light in here that it's just making it all bright anyway. So, yeah, having these be a little darker is cool. I think we'll go with this after all. Because I can see the white a little better with this one. Stop it. No. I want it back here. Let's try this. Because maybe that's what's doing some of it. Nope, can't go with that. Right about there? Yeah, don't worry about the shadows. Who cares about the damn shadows? Just get the picture. Get the mouse off the thing. Oh, you got two purple ones next to each other. Yeah, let's not do that. Alright, let's we'll book a yellow one here instead. Yeah. And then for the red, we'll put the red ones on. And then for number 5, we're not going to worry about it. So, stop with the buffering. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, so okay, put that one over there because we're doing the 4 right now. And then okay. We'll put that one on. And then this white one. And then that pink one. Rose color. Whatever we want to call it. Violet rose. And then, you know, I can always have these ready to go if I want to put them in a future issue. You know, whether it's our magazine or somebody else's or a different magazine.
우리 시간.
Alright, you two stop. Stop. Just stop. Once again, the stupid mischief skill crap. I'm really tired of these Sims doing that crap. I'm tired of, you know, they just automatically get the mischief skill all the time. Can't stop them from getting it. Even if you have a Sim that doesn't like it, they still get it. And I had to unpause it so I could do the thing. That should be all of them. Well, for that one, it should be, right? Yeah, so should be 4 sets of pictures. We'll just get rid of this one. So and then in this one, put all these. You know, you could just get rid of these as you're doing them. Let's just leave them for now. Let's not get all bent out of shape and everything. So let's move on to the next set. I want base game. So the next one, that's base game. You're going to do all the outfits or just certain ones? I don't know. We've done this one before. Yeah, you have. Or at least we've done... Well, it only had that many. At least I think it only had that many. Stop buffering. You know, I don't care that it's only showing me as the one watching, okay? Stop buffering. Are you done buffering? So are we going to do all the outfits or just the outfits that have multiple things? Let's just go ahead and do them all. Okay? Yeah. Okay, we don't have to worry about shoes with this one. I wish it would stop doing this. Well, it's probably because you left off on that one. I think what you got to do is you got to remember to go back to the first one. You keep leaving it on the wrong... You know, you don't have it clicked on the right one. You know, you create the other outfits, but then you know... Let's just leave his background. And then let's see how many... Because there's that similar one, that similar shaped dress. This thing? Yeah. That's got 5. Yeah. So... It's actually got 6. Okay. Well, it's got 6 and the other's got 4. So that works out to 5 and 5. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? I don't know. I'm not going to put all 6 on one picture, so... I mean, do you want to just line them all up like that? Get them all on one page? Yeah, we could do that theme. What's going on? Don't crash. If this crashes, I'll be back. Alright. Wouldn't let me move it. We want to change the pose for her. No, just put the yellow one up with the other dresses. Yeah, just do that. You know, it doesn't necessarily work with other dresses doing it this way, but... These are going to be fun. Oh man, what is that? 5, that's 24. That one's got 18. $25. Wow. Well, that's more than... Okay, that's got all the different Pride colors. Yeah. Yeah. 24. 25. So at the very least, we can get through the long dresses of this section, you know. At least the base game ones, you know, to start with. So, and then put this back on here, and click done. You just have to come up with something to where maybe when if I've got an oddball, well, no, you can fill in the oddball pages with the ones where you've only got 5 or less of something. Okay, so take that picture. Stop doing this to me. Alright. So that's the one that I don't need. Let's get rid of that. And then we take this and this. Copy of lemon number 3. Yeah, they're not exactly the same, but hey, we could, if we put them both on the same page, it's not going to be that bad. You know, just do what we got to do. I mean, out of the choices of what we could have done, it's not that bad. I mean, another option would have been if we'd altered them, like this is one and this is the other kind, and then this one and then the other kind, and then this, you know, like stripes. you know, just try not to have too many rules for this. Alright, let's, because I want this one to be the top one. So, well, open the other one. That would be 642. I'm just testing to see what this looks like, so. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then you've got the gray and the grayish black and grayish black and the purple and purple. So that's kind of cool. And the only other difference would be if you put a blue. If this was here, and then we move this middle one over here under the red, and then move the pink under the yellow. If we were being that picky about it, to make them completely match, but I like that. I like that the way it is. Yeah, that worked. That works. I like those two being together. Part of what, if anybody's watching, whether it's now or in the future, part of the reason I want to do this is to be able to. If I ever put this on a website where people can actually look at them, to be able to look and see what is available for these swatches and whatnot without having to click through them, because there's no way to see it otherwise without clicking on them swatches. Here it's like oh, you can see what we get, because it's like when you open up the marketplace page or the old store page. Sure, they'll show you what's included, but you don't get to see the swatches. It's like, I want to know what swatches are included. Because let's say this dress had a leopard print. Well, unless you click through the things to find that out, you don't know that. So, yeah. But these are base game. I'm finding it hard to believe that these are base game though. These might be well, they would have to be base game. They can't be Judith Ward dresses that are like from whatchamacallit. Get Famous. They're, you know, if they're Get Famous dresses, then they should be labeled as such. But anyway, that's what I'm doing to start with. I'm trying to get pictures of what's included with the base game. For some of the outfits, anyway. Okay. So. And it gives me something to do while I figure out what we're gonna do next. You know. And especially for these nights where, you know, like I work again tomorrow. Usually I'm off on a Saturday, but because I was off Tuesday, I'm working tomorrow, and I don't have another day off until Thursday. So, but so today was a 12:30 to 8:30. Tomorrow is a 12:30 to 8:30. Then on Sunday I got an 11 to 7. So tomorrow will be a little bit shorter than tonight, depending on when I get on here. And then Sunday night, on Monday morning, I got to work at 8:30. So anyway, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. So, yeah, nobody's watching. They might be listening, but it's not telling me that anybody's watching. But if you are watching, hello. And if you're watching in the future, hello to you too. Okay, so what do we got? Oh wow, there are actually more than a few of these. This kind of reminds me of there's a Star Trek episode where they find a being from like way long ago. Or actually, no, it reminds me of the founders or the changelings. The lady changeling. Didn't we have something similar to that? Yeah, I think we got something that's like this. That's Anyway. So yeah, we've got that. And let's get some different shoes on here. Yeah, we'll do these kind. Is that too much of that? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a neutral pastel, whatever. I don't hate it. Let's just do this one, okay? So we can move on. Alright. Yeah, I should put those on. It might not match, but we're going to put them on there. Or can we put... let's make you the white one. Yeah. So that way when you're wearing the light shoes... Just leave it alone. Don't play around with it. I know you'd love to rearrange it so that the two floral ones are on opposite sides and on the ends, and but just leave it alone. Leave it alone. 11 of those, 5 of those, 6 of those, 5 of those, 11, 5. Well, you take this one and this one and put it on the same page. Are we sure this is base game? No. These outfits already come with shoes. You noticed? Yeah. Stop the buffering. Testing. Alright, before we do anything else, I'm gonna go get my coffee warmed up. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back, if anyone's wondering. Buffering, please. You're acting like everybody in the world's on the internet right now or some crap. Stop it. I'm just trying to relax and do this, and just. Everything's always got to fight me, Just always got to fight me. Alright, see, I have this thing here where we got 5 of them, okay? So let's knock it out, okay, Robert? Let's just... We'll figure out what we're doing with them at a later time, but let's just get the pictures because it's quick enough to do. I gave you 5 of them. Just do them. Anybody else doing anything yet? I don't see anybody else doing anything at the moment. So, that is a fact. Ooh, Qantas. Okay, I'm gonna, as usual.
Doyum. Da baste.
just not be picky about this and get a picture of these with this background. Make sure we're doing this though. Okay. Maybe just knock out the ones that only have 5 and that has 6. That has 5. All right. Okay. I think in this case we'll just kind of we'll do whatever we're doing. No, you're putting the wrong ones on, dummy. Alright, which does any of them have more yellow than the other? This one. This one has some yellow to it. Alright, so we'll let her wear that one. So you got the light color one. You got yellow. You got that one. You got the blue. And then you're wearing that one. Yeah, that works. Oh good, I don't have to do anything to them. They're already ready to go. Other than if I want a different background. No, too bright. I don't know when I'll use these, but not for that. Yeah, it's not working.
Boy.
You know, it's really annoying because it's like every time I'm like, okay, right there, and then it jumps. These. How many was there? These 8? Yeah. 4 and 4. But you have that already. There's 6 of these. Yeah. And 11 of those. Well, this is probably a good example of what you're talking about. Because unless you actually click through these, you might not realize that, you know, like, I like that. I like that. And I didn't know they had ones with a floral print shirt. I like that. I really like that. I would never have really looked through here because I've never really liked this. Or just something about it throws me off. I don't know. It just I'm like, I just, you know, I don't want that outfit, whatever it is. And, you know, now it's like, okay, well, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Okay, so oh, it's after midnight. All right, so we want this one. Okay, didn't we do another one that was really quick? Yeah, those these things. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to work on this one. Let's see. You've got 11, so 4, 4, and 3. Um, do we have another? I mean, if you've got 11 here, is anything got 4 or 9? This had 9. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Okay. So well, let's not worry about that right now. Okay? Let's just do this. Okay? Looks like we can just get the 5s, and then if we've got an extra, at some point we can, you know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I mean, I like the way you're figuring it out so far, but okay. We can just paste this over the other picture with the 4 of the other kind if needed.
Bravura.
We got 5 of these. Four of those. Let's use these. We gotta stop worrying so much about the heels, you know, or what kind of shoe we're using, because it just. it's good to feature the different ones, but if we get too carried away with this, we're gonna lose ourselves. Yeah, you would. Lose yourself in a moment. Now let's take those. Remember, you're having fun. This is not supposed to be difficult. What background did we use for that other one? The light blue. Let's not worry about that, please. Basically, if you have a single mannequin by itself, I don't know, I mean, look, just do this, okay? Just to see what it looks like on that. I realize it's not going to look nice doing that. But, I mean, it's either we do all of them or we limit it to 10 outfits, either, you know, and I don't want to limit it. I want to do this project so that we can see, oh, look, some of the shirts have a coffee cup. Some have a floral print. Some have this writing. I want to know what we have. Okay. Nope, we're doing okay. Alright, now some of these are probably going to change, like they might have the same top with a different skirt. I don't know. But that's a different... The floral print is definitely different. Okay. Now, go back here. Whatever. Okay, for that one. Yeah, they're not right next to each other, so that's okay. Just do it. Yeah. Well, I don't necessarily want all these on the blue background, but hey, whatever.
Marie.
Um, put this one here. Or actually, put this one first, and then put this one here. And then we can put the green one, the this one in the middle. And leave that one as is, and then put the pink over here. No. Okay, blue here. The blue floral. You have probably too many of the... You have 3 blue jackets. Yeah. So put... and then what would you have in the middle? This one? Well, if you've got 3 blue jackets, then you've got to have a blue, and a blue in order to break those up. So then your other option, if you want, you know, how do you get this in the middle? I mean, if you got the 2 green ones next to each other, here, let's start with the pink one. Okay. Fashion. What the unfriendly? What's this unfriendly crap? Wait, add something to the game when I wasn't looking?
Pretty guitar, aphorisma.
Yeah, just get rid of that. I don't know what your deal is lately, lady. I know, unfriendly my ass. What the hell? How did you become unfriendly? Why you gotta be mean to Claire? I didn't give you any mean traits. Yeah, meet somebody new, but, you know, you ain't gotta be a bitch. You're not a fashion bitch, okay? We're not doing that. Butter cookie. Let's not forget you have the blue and yellow. No, we don't, because it's not on here. Did we already do those? Is that why? We already took that picture. Okay. Okay, so what's the one we're missing at the moment? Blue with white? Yeah, blue with white.
You know,
I mean, you could just put the floral ones in a row and break them up that way. Yeah, yeah. Put the pink floral over here, or not the pink. The this one. Let me put you over here. Yeah. Because otherwise, I can't break them up. I can't have the floral without putting two greens next to each other. And I can't do other things without two blue jackets next to each other. It's hard to tell what the colors are on here. I think I'm just gonna go with that. I don't think we got a chance to use the red shoes though. Okay, and then for here I'm gonna switch back to that other the thing up here. This one? Yeah. Okay, so when we did that, what order did we actually go in? We went black, white, blue, pink. Or, you know, light color. And then what shoes did we have on them? Those fancy looking doodads. Yeah, because we put a light one on both of these too. And then you had whatever that is. Is that a green color? Probably. Alright, anyway. So you should be lined up appropriately. Um, put the blue one on her. It puts the blue one on her again, or else it doesn't. I don't have a hose. I don't have the lotion either. Oh well. Yeah, oh well. Okay. So, let's get rid of this one so we don't use it. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to just keep that in case later on you change your mind? I don't know anything. Look, just leave it in. Okay. Alright, well, hey, let's, what do you say we try a different color this time? I don't know. What am I supposed to say about it? Okay, we've done this. We haven't done these yet. There's 6 of these. Yeah. And there's 8 of those. Yeah. We already did those. So. Don't know what to tell you there. Well, what do we have? You know, I think you're just going to have to do something to get 6 mannequins in a picture. To, you know, I mean, if you got to have them with the arms down on the ends or something so that they all fit, you know, that's what you got to do. But you know, I don't like it as far as trying to fit them all in, but okay, now let me see from way back when. Did I have a picture of all 8 of those? I had 5. Yeah, I had 5. Okay, well, 6 and 8 makes 14. That would end up being 3 pages. If you did 5s, it would be 3 pages. If you did 4s and a 5, it'd still be 3 pages. You know, there's Alright, for these I want to just do 2 separate sets of 3. So yeah. Let's do the middle ones. Yeah, like that. And then we'll find something that's only got 6. Well, it don't matter how many it's got, because, you know, we don't have enough anyway. Just do these. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really get to use the yellow ones, I don't think. Oh well. You know, I mean, it's either I do this or I could play the truck driving game. That time it was actually disconnecting. Oh well. You know, I mean, I just, there's nothing I can do about it. Testing. I mean, I'm not going to go too much further in this episode anyway, but I hope it lets me at least get to the end of this episode before it disconnects. You know, we're making good progress here. That's a lot of yellow for the second version. Here, let's do the same thing with this theme. We'll start with the purple, then skip. And grab this yellow one and this red one. Okay, this one has 8, so we'll use these. Yeah. Alright, so you take the purple. Can you take a purple? No, this is not. Alright, we're going to use these instead. You sure? I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll try these. gotta come over here and you gotta dress somebody. Let's give this a look. You know, it's not quite what I'm thinking, but it's a little bit too much. I mean, I wish I had a bunch of people in chat right now so I could say, hey, do you like this or not? I mean, even one person would help. I mean, we could always change the... Well, no, I can't, because I have to make... Instead of just changing the skin tone of the mannequin with this, I'd have to add more mannequins, and then that screws everything up. You know, I think if I didn't have the yellow thing, it would work. But later on, I'm going to have one that's yellow and black, and that's going to clash. You know what? I think I'm going to go with that. It's kind of got a funky, like, retro thing going with it. Yeah. Roll retro. Okay, so I used... the purple, the pink and purple. So both of the two, like, pink and purples. I use the yellow on yellow and the red and black. So I need that one. I need this one. This one. And that one. So you're already wearing blue shoes. Could give you the pink ones. No, let's stick to the blue. Okay. So then tomorrow we'll have like to do them big groups. Yeah, this is good. Robert, pay attention to where the P is at when you do that. Okay, the P is where you want it. So, there you go. I like that. Got to be a little bit outside of the box, otherwise it's just gonna be kind of boring. It's like maybe even these would have been good to experiment with. So, what do we have left for the long dresses anyway? So we've got these 24 and 25 of those, and 24 of those, and then 23 of these. Where are you getting 23 on these? This is only 18. This is 18. That's 24. This one's 25. This one's 24. So you got two 24s, a 25, an 18. All right. Okay, so this one's 24. This one's 25. This one's 24. So that and that are 24s. This one's a 25, and then this one's an 18. Yeah. But see, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, okay, we see this, but that's in there. You know, we don't know we've got these plain ones in here. You know, where did these come from? Oh, look at that. You know, somebody want the nice bright green. You know, not. You know, I don't know. It's not quite a mint, but unless you look through here, you know, you might just assume, oh, this is just funky patterns, and never click on this. You know, hey, look, a white dress I might want. You know. I wish I had names at least so I could, you know, say this was in such and such name. I suppose what I would need to do is like take like a screenshot of these things, and then like, okay, this is the category that these are in, you know, type of thing. You know, like these have these, and these are the other ones, and you know, that type of thing. So that's probably, I just need to remember to do that. Um, Good, I can get a screenshot of that. Oh, that just took a picture of this because I got the other thing turned off. I got the user interface turned off. Well, that's okay. You could make your own, you know, gizmo. Or just, many of these you got? Well, you got these. What? You're not showing what I need you to show. Yeah, because I think somebody or something excuse me. Yeah, okay, so we want this anyway and not this. Alright, let's just chill. Just don't worry about the fact that this one's being selected. Or featured, or whatever. Alright, here. This is what we're needing to do. Yeah, and then those. So we could take okay, quit being dumb. Um, That way we know what the first swatch is when you first look at them. The categories or whatever, you know, so this is what you would be seeing, but these are what's in it. Sorry, folks. What are you sorry for? I don't know. About 2 minutes. Why is... What does the orange mean? Does that mean it's an unlocked item? Orange outline in oh, okay. So that is somehow unlocked. Alright, and we combined that with another item. Well, it's still apparently a base game item, though. Yeah, I mean, it's still base game. Somehow. None of these other ones have a orange outline. So yeah. All right. Okay. Well, folks, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stay up for doing a little bit more. I'm gonna save some for tomorrow, because just for sure I've got, I don't want to get too caught up in doing too many of these at a time. But we're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Um, I might need to redo the thing with the, or at least explain that that it's unlocked somehow, but it is a base game item. So let's see. Hey, stop the buffering. Yeah, I've had enough of the buffering and crap for tonight. So let's save it and let's put an outfit on where we left off. So let's click on her. So it's not one of my more popular episodes at the moment, it would seem. But I still did it. You know what, let's just overwrite this one and call it 73. Because we didn't really do anything other than play with the mannequins. Alright, so that's going to do it for tonight's episode. So, thank you to those who were watching. I saw a few people pop in. Somebody gave me a like. So, thanks for that. You know, to those of you who might have been watching and just kind of relaxing, hopefully you're getting some good rest. And I will be back tomorrow night unless something weird happens. And hopefully we don't have these buffering issues and all that, given that tomorrow night will be Saturday night. I'm hoping that Saturday night brings a busy crowd. Not necessarily the regulars in the chat, because they might be doing something, but be nice to see some new people, or at least some viewers. Anyway, regardless of that, thank you to those who were watching. Thank you to those who are watching in the future. I hope everybody has a good night and a good day. And I hope to see y'all in the next one that you were able to make it to. Until then, bye-bye for now.